author of Mastering Probability, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters out there. It is Friday, and welcome to the Trader's Edge. Thanks so much for joining us. I absolutely love being here with you. And if you're just waking up, it's time to stretch that body out. You know, you got Friday. Friday afternoon is just around the corner. I hope you got a great weekend planned. Of course, all you folks up in the north. And I woke up this morning, heard there was going to be a bunch of snow. You know, we had a caller yesterday from Pennsylvania, said she was going to get snow. I can't believe that winter is here. Good thing they're going to finish up the World Series tonight. Don't know if anybody saw that game last night, but I was up till about 12:30 or 1 o'clock. What an incredible game. And, hopefully you saw it, because talk about an emotional roller coaster. You think there's volatility in the markets that we trade here. Man, and what was actually pretty cool about that game, folks, is that the guy named Freeze, I forget his first name, but I've never seen so many errors in a game by professionals as what we saw last night. So I don't know whether it was the cold, what it was that they were focused on, but they were just simply fundamentally making mistakes. And the guy that Freeze, the guy that he missed a pop-up, if you will, just popped out of his mitt, and it's just so amazing. And yet he was the one that ended up hitting the home run for St. Louis that took it to Game 7. I don't think there's been a Game 7 for about 7, 8, 9 years or so. So it should be a great game. You should tune in tonight, because there's nothing like a Game 7. Because that's when, everything is up against your back is up against the wall, so to speak. I guess from a trading standpoint, when we're taking trades, when the market is right up against the wall, I guess we have Game 7s all the time. So it's fun to watch maybe some of the professionals, and hopefully they all have a better game than what we saw last night. Because I think there were 3 errors or so on the Cardinals, and a couple errors on Texas as well. So, but that's life, right? You make errors or what have you. And you take your back up against the wall. Yesterday, we had I was short, still have a couple of trades that are open. Even my subscribers, we had a few leaves fall off of our money tree. But that's the beauty of actually being able to trade with 1%, folks. Because when you do have a trade that goes against you, your risk out there, you've minimized your risk exposure. You gave yourself the opportunity for the maximum gain, yet you had a way out. And your risk was 1%, might be a little bit more than that sometimes, because your stops might get jumped. Sometimes I move things down just a little bit, but it's basically about 1%. Sometimes we don't even trade 1%. Sometimes you only need to risk 0.5% on a trade. And I really want you to understand that concept. It's not about when I talk about 1% or 0.5%, it's not what's invested in your account. And the easiest way to understand what I'm talking about, did a fabulous workshop over a week ago. And if it's on everybody's members page, so if you're a member of TFNN, then that button is right there on your screen on your members page. Click on it. It's going to be the best 60 minutes. It's I think probably 50 minutes before the Q&A, and probably the best 50 minutes that you could spend to understand the money game, to understand how, hey, look, if trades go against you, if things go against you, you only want a few leaves to fall off that tree. You don't want to be fully invested. You don't want to worry about not having stops in place, because then all of a sudden, that tree starts getting pretty bare. You're not sure what to do. I talk to traders like that all the time, and, you start becoming an investor in something that was really just a trade, and doesn't matter whether you're looking at something that's a long-term trade, short-term trade, you got to have a stop in place. So go do yourself a favor. Now, if you're just listening in and you're not a member of TFNN, it's no cost to do it. Just go over to our website. You'll see in the upper right-hand side, become a member. Just a couple of pieces of information you provide, and then you're a click away from being able to actually watch that webcast. So please do that. Probably the best possible thing that you could do for yourself in understanding the money game, whether you play it now or whether you're just interested in what that's all about. So go do that. And, it's a wonderful Friday, except for the weather that you're going to have up in the Northeast. And but come on down here to Florida. We've got great weather, a little drizzly this morning, but nice in the 80s in the afternoon. It's absolutely beautiful. And We always start our day off with positive expectancy. That's really what it's all about. I start my day off in my favorite place. Most of you know where that is, and one of these days we're going to do a show live from this area right here in Lanai, Hawaii. But you absolutely want to start off with positive expectancy, and the reason is, folks, because when you do that, what you're doing is you're creating the mindset that everybody that is really successful and happy achievers, the folks that are really the best of our generations, it's really their mindset. And I want you to absolutely have the right mindset, and it's all about what your focus is. It's all about your energy. What you want to manifest into your life, you will, and you can. Don't have kind of diverging things that you manifest. You need to be totally focused on what it is that you want in your life. Sometimes people just call that positive expectancy. That's one of the ways that I take a look at it, and that's your mindset. And it's not that there's this negative stuff that can't happen, because it absolutely can. Negative stuff, the universe throws that at us all the time. Yesterday, for myself and some of our subscribers, we had some trades where there was some negative energy. The market absolutely moved against us, even in some cases a little bit wider than some of our stops, and there were a few leaves that fell off of our money tree. In fact, I've gotten a number of emails from folks, and I've sent out the money tree. If you don't have a copy of the money tree, please send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. And folks, and you should be seeing this on your screen, because we're broadcasting live on TigerTV. You can see that on TigerTV just simply by going to the TFNN website, clicking on that, and you can see exactly what's on our screens, and you'll see the money tree, and you absolutely should have the money tree, because in order to really manifest what you want into your life, you've got to be able to not just have the words on a piece of paper. You really need the images. And in today's day and age with computer technology, if you're looking for a person in your life, why don't you visualize exactly what that person looks like, and go sort through images on the computer screen, or maybe it's just go grab a magazine. If it's a relationship that you're looking for, and it's a specific person, and you want to manifest that into your life, go actually do it. And it's always amazing how when you actually transcribe, the thought to a visual, how it really absolutely happens. I got a quick story. I went over to a bar on the beach a couple nights ago. Hadn't been over there. Didn't even know it existed, and just kind of wandered over there and was sitting there having a nice drink, a couple of beers, watching some sports, and was up probably about 2 or so in the morning. Woke up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and turned on the tube just to see what was going on. Now, you got to understand, I didn't know this place existed, and all of a sudden there's a commercial for this bar, for this facility. And, it's the same station that I would normally watch, and so it was just so odd to be able to, see how all of that comes together. And it happens all the time. Sometimes our eyes just aren't open to it. Sometimes, but look, I want you to visualize when it comes to the money game, I want you to be able to visualize what it is that you want, what it is that you're risking your capital for. If there's something that you want, maybe it's a car, maybe it's an education, maybe you want to make an investment in yourself, whatever it is, actually go and create that image. Put it on your screen. It's easy to cut and paste. It's easy to find it on the internet, and do yourself a favor and do that, because that is how you manifest things into your life. And folks, there are people that are getting life rafts. You see, I got a couple life rafts here, if you will, off to the left, and life rafts are being thrown out to you all the time. The question is just simply, when is it that you're going to grab hold of one? At TFNN, we've got all kinds of life rafts. You can try so many services, without any risk. You've got 2-week free trials, 30-day free trials, and so there's all kinds of life rafts that are being thrown out there. You've just got to decide whether or not it is you want to take hold of it. So we go take a look at the markets. Big moves yesterday, absolutely big moves. And, we'll go take a look at the DAX, which I've got up on my screen, as we tool around the world here just for a few minutes before we go to our first break. And, you got the futures in the U.S. are down. They got S&P down maybe about 8 points. The NASDAQ down 12. It looks like the Dow down about 60 or so. And we're taking a look at the DAX here. Now, we talk about different tools that we use here to take a look at charts and chart patterns. And one of those tools are the retracement tools. In this case here, when you use a retracement tool, you're either going from a top to a bottom or a bottom to a top. In this case here, the top on the DAX that I'm looking at is where there's a swing point. And you always want to take a look at different swing points. It's where you see a definite change in the marketplace, whether it's a top to a bottom or a bottom to a top, if you will. In this case here on the DAX, you'd be looking at July 26th when it made a high out there of 73.82. And then the low that the DAX put in was down in the September timeframe, September 12th to be exact, at 49.65. So if you took your ruler and your retracement ruler, what you'd want to do is you want to put in 3 different retracement levels, 382, 618, and 786. And you know when you come visit us, you're going to come to Suite 618. We had a number of Tigers that showed up, came by and visited yesterday, which was wonderful. And we'd love to have you come by, too, as well, just to say hello. Now, when you take a look at these retracement levels, that 0.618 is just simply a normal retracement. It's a normal breathing pattern. What has the DAX done? What did it actually do today? Well, the actual 618, folks, is 65.49. What the DAX got up to was, 64.59. I'm just getting used to these glasses here. I can see better further away than I can close up. 64.59 was the exact 618. We are not about being exact here. We're not about being perfect because it's absolutely the lowest standard that you could possibly achieve. We're simply about being outstanding, standing out. That's what these Fibonacci retracement areas do for us. And the DAX got up to 64.30. 64.30 versus the 64.59, really pretty darn close. So, is the work over for the DAX? Because when you do a retracement, many times you'll start to retrace the other way. Very possible. You know, when you take a look at the energy that was around the world with all of the problems being solved in Europe, I mean, totally solved. They know exactly what it is that they're going to do with regard to the information that they released yesterday, didn't they? They know exactly what's going on. The easiest way to put out a grease fire is take a haircut and throw more debt at it or change the debt structure. Yep, the grease fire's out, absolutely. Maybe not. Maybe not, folks. The markets are absolutely going to tell us. We get back, we'll go take a look around the world. We'll go see if we can find King Dollar in Memphis. I think there's a sighting of King Dollar. He might be coming back. We'll be right back, folks.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make. Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Don't forget, you can test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And let's continue tooling around the world. Let's take a look at what's going on with the dollar, bonds before the U.S. market opens. And what I've got up on my screen is the FTSE, the UK index here. And what you can see is that it's formed a Gartley pattern. Now, there's really two swing points that you can take a look at. The one here that it's formed a Gartley on is from that July 22nd time frame. And in a Gartley, you need to have an AB equals CD up. Sometimes the ABCD is more than a one-to-one area. And what you want to do is you want to take that retracement ruler that we were talking about, and you want to draw it from the top to the bottom, in this case here. So you'd go from that July 22nd swing point all the way down to the low that the FTSE made on August the 9th. And the 0.786 area would take you up right around the 57.47 level. Now, what you can also see, if you just simply drew an AB equals CD pattern, starting from that same swing point, the low on August 9th there, again, 47.91 is the low. You draw the B point would be up here at 54.49. That's on September 1st. Then your C point would come all the way down to the October 4th time frame. That was the day we made our most recent lows in our market. Same thing here worldwide in the FTSE, and that would be your C point. A 1-to-1 would have taken you to 55.27. But a 1 to 1.272, that's exactly where the FTSE got to yesterday, closed right about that area. 57.06 was would be the exact number where the FTSE closed yesterday, was 57.13. You're trading right now at 56.97, a little bit underneath that. So that has made a Gartley sell pattern. Now, what can you expect if this Gartley sell pattern works? Well, the first thing you can expect is you can expect a retracement to the 0.382 area. This case here in the FTSE would be 53.82. But you know, we talk about that sweet 618. That's not just our sweet. It's sweet when we take a look at the charts, folks. And that 618 area would take the FTSE down to 51.56. Now, you had that big, wide-ranging bar coming in there yesterday. So, you know, we'll need more signals than what it is that we're taking a look at right now. I mean, the market is down. The DAX is only down 10 points. The FTSE down 18. Not really much of a move out here. And I think everybody is digesting the news. Probably be a lot of people looking underneath the covers to see what really was about, what the accord was really about in Europe over the weekend. And I expect when we come back on Monday or Tuesday, we're going to have a better idea of just what the market thinks. Yesterday, it absolutely was, everything has been solved. But, you know, today, it's possible there's a little hangover. So if we go take a look at the dollar, king dollar, if you will, let's pull up the dollar index here on the continuous contract. And what we're looking at is you can see how the dollar moved all the way down to that third level we talk about, the 0.786 retracement. And when you break through one level, you'll typically go down to the next. It's just like an elevator, you know, in a building. And what you're doing is you're going down to the low swing point here on the dollar index at August 29th. That low there, folks, was 73.57. and the high was up at 80.43 on the continuous contract on October 4th. You take your retracement ruler, and 75.03 was the number. We got down there yesterday, actually got down to 74.86, and that was the low put in yesterday. You can see right now it's trading just above. It's trading 75.22, and so there is a little king dollar sighting, but we need a little bit more action than just the move that it's got here right now. But you can still see that correlation. You've got our futures are down, Dow futures down 59. You've got the dollar up a bit from yesterday, and so you can see that correlation is still here. So we talk about dollar, we talk about currency. Let's go take a look at the euro. Let's take a look at the move there. Let's see if there's any patterns that have been set up here in the euro. And we pull the euro up on the screen. What we can take a look at here is you can see the Gartley buy pattern that the euro set up. In this case here, you can go back real long term. You're going back to the lows that the euro put in June, and then all the way up to the highs that the euro put in the May 4th, 2011. That June time frame that we're talking about, folks, that was June of 2010. And so, these are patterns that you want to be able to take a look at on all time frames and larger time frames. You're looking for key swing points. The high that it put in was on May 4th. That's when, May 2nd, we put in our high in our markets here in the U.S. And so you had an ABC pattern that completed and took you to the 0.618, right in that 131 area. What is it that you can expect? Well, right now here, what you can see that the euro's actually done, I'm going to go ahead and blow this up a little bit more. If we just come and take a look at really the major swing, if you will, in this move where the euro just kind of fell off the cliff, if you will, what you'd do is you'd go back to the August 29 time frame. And so the high there was 145, looks like 145.4. And if you go all the way down to the low at 131.4 and you use that retracement tool, well, the 0.786, folks, that comes in at 142 and a little bit of change. And what did that thing hit? 142 and a little change last night. It's trading down, and where could the euro go from here? Well, the euro could pull back at least to that 0.618 area. The euro pulls back. King dollar will rear his head. We'll be right back, folks.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in the equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com under newsletter. Hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Homeowners, did you know a burglar could break into your home and get away in just 5 minutes? A locked door may not be enough to keep a thief out of your home. Think about what you can lose, and then think about this. Now you can get a free security system monitored by ADT, the leader in home security. Pick up your phone now and get free hardware, free medical and fire alert, and free activation. It's an $850 value. Just call Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, at 1-800-949-8207. You'll get 24-hour protection, and there's no cost for parts or activation. So call now about a free security system monitored by ADT. Call 1-800-949-8207. $99 installation charge. 36-month monitoring agreement at $35.99 a month. Call for terms and conditions to this offer and protect your home license numbers. Call now. 1-800-949-8207. That's 1-800-949-8207.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading in the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, as well as more than 35 different mining equities. For the low price of $150, you will receive 13 weeks of the Gold Report, or you can order up to a full year for under $500. If you'd like to find out more about the Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com, or for more information, call our office at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And we are off to the races. Right now, you've got the Dow down only 17 points, the composite down 9. You got the S&P down 5, the small caps down 3. So not really much action right now out there. And, you know, we got to love technology, and all of you listeners out there, you know, I really do appreciate you listening in here. And there's some money trees that are going to be going out after these shows. Now, this is pretty cool. Got a quick picture here from Nick in Lakewood, Colorado. Now, this is the cool thing, because he's going to replace the tree that's in his backyard with the money tree. I guess they got that snow up there a couple days ago, knocked down a tree in his backyard, so he's going to replace that with the money tree. I've got a number of emails here, and folks, send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. You want to get that image in your life. You want to be able to print that out, have that somewhere, visualize that in your life. And, you know, there's another person here sent in the an email about just simply, loves the show and has adopted that 1%, investing rule. In fact, because of that, says he's gotten back into the market. And that's what I want you to do, because this is absolutely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And what you want to understand is, okay, you got trees in your yard, right? We're going through fall. There's going to be trees that fall off. You just don't want to have a winter with your tree. You don't want all the leaves to fall off, and that's what really understanding and mastering probability is all about. That's what understanding the 1% rule is all about. That's what money management, it's about using stops is really all about. If the trade doesn't work, that's just simply part of your positive expectancy. You're not going to have winning trades all the time. Now, where are we in these markets here? Well, I've got up on my screen the SPYs. And the SPYs yesterday, if you heard the morning show, when we were doing the morning show, I said, I can go from a bearish outlook to a bullish outlook based on certain criteria happening. That didn't complete itself yet. We're close, but it didn't complete itself, because what happened here, folks, was we were taking a look at that March 16th swing point. That's where we had, that used to be a benchmark for us. There was some, good volume down there. On the SPYs, you're looking at 465 million. Yesterday, you got up over that on lighter volume, and you close back below that. Right now, you're trading below that as well. We also had a trend line from this head and shoulders area, and it's just simply a line that you would be drawing from the low of that March 16th swing point, that low being 125.28, and your next mark on there would probably be the low of June 23rd, the low there, 126.19. You'd have that angle going up. It's just slightly above that, but nothing major. We had big movement. You had good volume yesterday, no question about it. You absolutely had good volume. You had 389 million shares, after a 2+% update going back to October 18th. So I believe in the IBD sense, you had a follow-through day, but everything was following through and coming into resistance, and you need to punch through that. What else did it do? Well, we were talking about those retracement areas. if you go take a look, there's a real important candle pattern on the SPYs that is out here, and you really want to be paying attention to taking a look for these island reversals. In the case of the SPYs, you're looking at the July 7th candle, and what you'll see is it gapped up from the prior day, and then the day after, which would be on July the 8th, it gapped down again, and it left a stranded island, if you will, a deserted island at this stage. There's people that are up there that are starving. There's folks that are up there that still didn't get out of the market. They bought in at around 135.70. Imagine how they were feeling when it was down at 107, just a couple of weeks ago on October 4th. And they're hoping that there's a liner, that there's a big cruise ship that's coming to pick them up, restock them, if you will. But you've got to be careful about that. It's a very ominous sign. And until we really get up over these resistance areas, until we get up over this point 786, the 786 coming from the top of that down to the low that we had October 4th is 129.65. What did the SPYs get to yesterday? 129.42. So, you've got to clear this area in my opinion, in order to change from bearish outlook to a bullish outlook. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of The Money Game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry, or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by South American Silver Corporation. For more information, just click the South American Silver Corporation banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. You got the Dow down 2. Small caps are down. Small caps are flat. You got the S&P down 3. Not much action out there. So let's go see what's hot and take a look at what's not. Now, in the hot category, you've got, you've got Baidu is up 5%. Let's go take a look at the chart. On Baidu, the symbol on that, folks, BIDU. And let's see what's happening there. Also up in the market right now, you've got, multitasking here, you've got DEC. I think that's Decker. We'll go take a look at that as well. And you can see that Baidu has gapped up here. Oh, boy, you got looks like 3 gaps you've got coming out here on Baidu. So that's pretty interesting. And right now you've got Baidu coming up into the swing point here from September 20th. That swing point has 13 million shares. You've only been trading for 13 minutes. You've got 3 million shares. So must be some good news on Baidu out there. We'll see if we can find out what that is all about here in just a moment. It maybe we will. Maybe, let's see here. Come on back. BIDU. See if there's anything out on Baidu. Let's see. Their Q3 U.S. Third quarter. I guess they reported third quarter results. Maybe they did that this morning. And so the stock is trading up, but you've got 3 gaps here. The first gap, folks, which is an open window, happened on October the 6th. Gapped up from a close the night before at around 111.24. Gapped up. The low on the following day was 113. So you've got 1 gap there. You've got a gap that happened yesterday. The stock gapped up from the 26th. The high in the stock was 131.98. And the low of yesterday's session was 140. And you've got another gap today. And this thing may start to get exhausted out here if we just simply take a look at the retracement from the high to the low. As we take a look at that on Baidu, we'd be going up to the July 27th time frame, going all the way down to the low that it made here on September the 30th. So it's in between floors, if you will. So it'll be interesting to see where this closes, whether this trades down, and really whether there really is a gap on Baidu today. Let's go take a look at DEC. The symbol there, DECK. Not sure what the news is out on that. Maybe earnings as well. Now you can see DEC is trading up above its highs. Let's take a look at this on a monthly basis here. Let's set that to a weekly basis. I'm going to set this to a weekly basis at first. Okay, so it's not anywhere near its all-time highs. Let me just refresh this here. So it's trading right now at 112.53. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, it is at its all-time highs. So this thing is trading at 112.53 out here. You can see this thing has had quite a move. I'm going to go ahead and set this to a monthly, and we'll see what the ABC on this looks like. Why is this? Let me refresh my screen here. Maybe they did a stock split at one point. There we go. So if you go take a look at DECK, now I'm going to just simply, from a monthly standpoint, I'm going to go down to the lows of this thing at around the 566 area, and the stop right here at December 31st. So it traded from 566 up to the 55.44 range, pulls back, and we'll go measure that pullback on March of 2009, pulls all the way back to a low of 1240, and a 1-to-1 on this would be would have taken you to 62.14. But what this has done is a 1-to-2, A to B equals C to D on a longer-term monthly chart. That price projection would come in at 111.93. You're trading at 111 right now. Folks, when you typically do a 1-to-2, AB equals CD, you have an immediate reversal. It's not guaranteed, but you want to pay attention. If you are in this and you've been in this for a while, maybe you want to take a look and find a sign of strength and put a stop underneath this, because if we take a look at DECK on a daily basis, let's go see where there's the last significant volume bar out there. So you've really got what shows up as really 3 of them. One right here is on June 24th. You did 5.2 million shares, and what you did was you had a high there of 85.25. Now, you're trading at 111.13. If DEC, let's see here. 5.2 million shares. Yeah, and the high there was 85.25. If DEC ever decided to fall out of bed, fall off of its deck, folks, you'd see that thing get back to the 85.20 area in a heartbeat. Where's its next level? If we go take a look at its next level, you'd be looking at the candle on February 25th. That high out there is 94.70. So maybe you'd get it to stop falling around that area. You take a look at then the next high volume bar out there is in the $60 range. Otherwise, you don't really have any support out there. So you want to be paying, if you are inside deck, you want to be paying attention to this thing. You want to see where this thing closes, what kind of volume you have in this today. And you'll really want to pay attention, especially because you're at all-time highs, you'll really want to pay attention to Monday's session. Now, I'm assuming here that deck won't close down into yesterday's high. The high yesterday's 107.78. Why is Monday so important? Well, because if it gaps down on Monday, that's going to leave you an island reversal at an all-time high. We just were taking a look at the SPYs and what's happened out there. Since that created an island reversal, you want to make sure you want to put this on your charts and make, we'll come back. We'll try to come back and look at this on Monday and in a couple following sessions, just see where that is trading. So that's what's hot out there. Let's see what else. You've got CRM, which is the Salesforce software, CRM. And let's see, that thing is trading up just a bit, not really doing anything other than just attacking yesterday's highs. Or let me refresh my screen here. I'm having a little bit of a feed problem, it seems. So let's see here if this refreshes. So 132.43, and CRM is trading at 130. Okay, so that's good. So nothing big there. ALGN. Let's see, what is that ticker symbol? ALGN. That is trading up pretty well this morning. And let's pull that up here. Take a look at ALGN. That is up a total of about 25%. Look at the gap on that thing. This is a line technology firm. So not sure what they exactly what they do here, but they are this is certainly a nice situation because you went to sleep last night, closed at 1781, trading at $22 right now. Nice to be up 22%. So let's see, what is this thing coming into? Well, you've got this high volume high out here from April 21st. That high volume high, 2.8 million shares. The low on that is 23.58. The high of 25.94. Let's pull this thing back a little further, see what else it is we can find. Okay, it's coming into this this little gap down area, this supply line, right from October the 21st. Be interesting to watch how this thing trades today. And that was ALGN. 877-927-6648. Give me a call. Bye-bye.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, before October 31st from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but two exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, the Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses, keep money in your community, and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you only have until October 31st to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit tfnn.com today.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed, with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the fourth quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Now is the time for Tiger Dollars. Purchase $250 or more before October 31st and receive a 30% match. Go to the front page of TFNN.com and get your Tiger Dollars today.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And, thanks so much for joining me today. Absolutely love being here. Can't wait to get back on Monday. Of course, we've got one more hour. Tom and I follow this show. We do the Money Masters show. Stay tuned for that, please. And then in the on-deck circle, I think he's going to be drafted by the Texas Rangers. They need him. Basil Chapman, he's from 11 to 12. And then you got Nico DeHaan. He'll get you healthy from 12 to 1. Then you've got David White from 3 to 4. Put on an absolute fabulous webinar on Wednesday evening showing the art of the chart. And then Tom will take it home from 4 to 6, folks. And, we're talking about what's hot, what's not. You've got CPSI. That is trading down about 27% here. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But what I wanted to really touch on, because when we take a look at this week, we take a look at yesterday's action, and this week was a very large astro-lunar cycle, if you will. And, what we had here was we had a new moon and the moon at perigee that came in on the 26th. And perigee is where the moon is spinning the fastest, and it's closest to us in this cycle. And then we also had a very powerful planetary index date. We had 17 planets that were lining up, 17 or 20, just depends on how you want to take a look at your ephemeris. Now, folks, when you have this type of energy lineup, it's really important. But here's the key thing. There's a window. It doesn't mean because this is the exact date that it came in that that's going to mark the high or low. And so it's very dangerous territory out there right now, because I know, my subscribers know, the work that I do is I take this information that's out here and I go back and I take a look at whatever charts it is we can find. So I've got the Dow chart, goes back to the 1928 time frame, and I'm able to go ahead on that chart and label exactly where those areas fell. And I can tell you with certainty, not with like 100% certainty, not with 1,000% certainty, but how about 1,000,000% certainty that the turn date, because we had a P-index date on the 26th of 17, the 17 planetary index date, it did not need to turn on the 26th. And when you've got markets that are moving up into that type of energy, I'm telling you, folks, you absolutely want to be careful out there. Just simply, and the reason why I say that, if you're long and strong, that's great. But make sure you've got your stops in place here. Adjust your stops wherever they're at. But if history is going to repeat itself, and when I take a look at these markets, we take a look at patterns, history absolutely repeats itself. If you haven't read what the European Union is actually going to be doing out there, just simply from a fundamental standpoint, you probably should. Go out there and try to figure out what was really done to solve the world's problems, or at least the problems over in Europe. And you just need to be careful. I don't know which way this market is absolutely going to go, but I do know that over the course of a little while here, because of the power that we had coming in there, it's either going to make a real significant low or a real significant high for some period of time to come. But these dates here, if you went back and you took a look at history, if you were one of my subscribers, you can see those charts. You can try that for free, folks. You know, you can get my service for 30 days, risk-free. You just simply put down a credit card for 30 days. And then you've got a ticker counter on your members page, and you're able to just simply go back and if, you know, even if, folks, even if you knew that you weren't going to use the service, you should go try it out. You absolutely should. And you should go back and take a look at those charts. All those things are archived. But I don't want folks to think that just because what happened yesterday's action was a failure of those cycles, it absolutely isn't. There's an orb when we take a look at that new moon cycle, and it's going to be very powerful. You know, the last time we had something so powerful was in the August 24th, 25th, 26th time frame. Out here, those August lows in 2010 are very important. So just make sure you've got some stops in place. And folks, it's always been so great it's always so great to be here with you. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and be Tom and I. Then you've got Basil Chapman, Nico DeHaan, and be back in about 8 minutes, folks. Thanks for being here.
Some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.